Authentic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Anthony Munoz. Welcome back. This is final thoughts of Conor McGregor versus Floyd Money Mayweather. And today is gonna be a good episode because I am with Javi with the anime podcast, and
What?
he's awesome. So today we're gonna talk about what we think going in final week into Conor McGregor versus Mayweather. And first off, this is gonna be a hell of a fight. Psych, it's gonna be a crappy fight because Mayweather is a boxing legend. A boxing not a boxing legend. He is a legend. No, he's a legend at running away from boxers. That's what he's a legend from.
Not really. He beat Pacquiao, so
Did you see the fight?
he beat Pacquiao.
But did you see the fight?
Part of it.
What part?
He wore his ass out, and then he just knocked the motherfucker out. It's pretty easy. The only thing he was doing is he was wearing down his opponent to get easily knock him out. That's strategy. That's not running away.
And there you have it. Javi with the Authentic Sports Talk. Talking more sports than me because I don't like to talk sports. To be honest, I don't know why I started this good channel.
I'm an anime podcaster, and I like anime, and I watch anime. I don't know how I know more about this kind of sport than my own co-host, the person who makes this channel.
Actually, I knew that. That it's pure strategy. What did he do? he wore him down.
He wore down his opponent.
His opponent.
He drew out his opponent's stamina so he can be weaker with his punches. So by the time he wore out his stamina, by the time he started to punch Pacquiao, it wouldn't even hurt him because he would be too weak and too tired to actually punch him with enough force of him actually being energized and full of stamina. That's when Pacquiao just went in and knocked him out like a little bitch.
God damn. So, Mr. Professional, what do you think about the Conor McGregor and Mayweather fight? What are your thoughts?
Well, Mayweather, he has more experience with boxing.
Hold up. Do you know who Conor McGregor is?
MMA fighter. He uses his legs, knees, elbows to actually fight against his opponents. But in this match, he's not even going to be able to use his legs, his knees, or his elbows. He's only going to be able to use his hands, and there's not a lot of things he can do with his hands without his elbows and his knees and his legs. So the only benefits he's going to have is going to be his stamina and his quickness. That's basically it.
Before the show started, I told you who Conor McGregor was.
That's something that you did tell me. But I also knew that an MMA fighter that cannot use his elbows or his legs or his knees would not be in tune to fight with a pro boxer who knows strategy. And if they have weeks to prepare, he is only going to have a week to prepare for the fight. And that's not going to allow him enough time to practice his boxing skills. He's going to be mostly practicing his speed to try to ward down Mayweather.
So that's your breakdown of the fight?
That's my breakdown of the fight. They're both going to try to make each other spend all their stamina to one of them. The one who has the most stamina is the one who's going to win. Because Mayweather, he works on his stamina and he works on his strength. And plus, he strategizes against any opponent that he comes across. Everybody thinks that a boxer is not even thinking about strategy. They just go in and fight each other. But no, it's not that. They strategize for this shit. They try to take down their opponent's stamina and their vision so they can easily just get into their blind spot and knock them out.
I couldn't have said it better myself. I wouldn't have said that myself, to be honest. I probably would have said some bullshit like, Conor McGregor sucks. That's my breakdown. But on a different note, did you know that the fight is going to cost $100?
For the ticket or just the entire
No,
fight?
for the pay-per-view.
$100 for the pay-per-view? I'd rather just go to the fight.
That shit's like $1,000 something.
I'll sneak in. I'll knock some niggas out, then sneak in.
There you have it. Javi is gonna go to the fight. He's gonna sneak in, and he's gonna get knocked out.
If Anthony Munoz gives me a ride to the fight, then I'll knock some niggas out and get us to the fight.
There you go. He doesn't even have a ride.
Hey, if I don't have a ride, that means I won't be at the fight. But I know how the fight's going to turn out. They're both going to try to wear each other out for their stamina, and whoever's left standing.
Wait, who's gonna win?
Well, guessing about Mayweather's talent with his stamina and his technique, and his outboxer fighting. Because if I try to think about it carefully, the guy he's fighting, what he's training in, he's going to be an in-fighter, a boxer, not an out-boxer. He's going to be an in-fighter, and the in-fighters have a big weaknesses like out-fighters.
Wait, explain what in-fighter and out-fighter is.
Well, outfighters they look at their opponent and they try to weaken them down through their stamina. That's basically what he did with Pacquiao. He ran away. Like everybody's saying, he ran away. That's what he won. No, he wore down his freaking opponent, and that's what lost Pacquiao the winner of that match. He wore down his stamina, and then Pacquiao knocked him out.
Okay, but the reason people were so mad was because people paid $100 to see Floyd run away from Pacquiao. Don't you think that if Floyd is as big as of a man that he is, wouldn't you want to see him just go toe to toe with someone and just punch it out like boxers did back then? Like, I mean, they would strategize back then too, but egos would get involved, pride would get along, and we would see some really good fights because they're like Mexican fighters are known for this because fucking Mexicans, man, they fucking prideful. They just want to punch someone out. Well, so what do you think? Like, do you want to see Floyd run away? And do you think you would pay $100 to see that?
Well, I'll come in on the thing you just said about the people who want to be really close up, and those kind of fighters are sluggers. They all they are is about power and durability. Not a lot of strength. I mean, not a lot of things in the head department, but they're proud. That's the only thing. It's like so some of the greatest motherfuckers in history, like Muhammad Ali, Mike Tyson. Those motherfuckers were sluggers. Those niggas can knock anybody out with one punch.
Wait,
Sorry about that shit.
fucking
Technical
bullshit.
difficulties. Mike Tyson is a slugger. He can easily just grab somebody, knock them out with one punch, and they'll be out like a light. But he also did fight people who were like Mayweather, who actually wore down their opponent. But for Mike Tyson, he just powered through. People who are like Mike Tyson, who are sluggers, can easily go through what Mike Tyson Mayweather is. But I'm not thinking the guy from MMA is gonna be like this because he's gonna be an infighter. Infighters are different than sluggers. Infighters want to be up close and personal. I might be doing this just to fucking fuck with the nigga. He might be gay because he wants to be all close with the nigga because he wants to be an infighter and all that shit.
Okay, you're getting a little too. I need to cut you off there. We ain't trying to go down that road. But you're right. People like Mike Tyson are really rare. There's really hard that you see a slugger as good as Mike Tyson.
Muhammad Ali.
There's a lot of them, but they don't last because that kind of fighting can only get you so far. And that's why you see a lot of fighters strategize a lot because it works better for both fighters. And how would I say it? It helps them more better for them as their career. They have more fights. And it's like playing chess, you know. If you beat them while they're strategizing, then it's like you feel accomplished. But if you slug with someone, anyone could win because you get one good punch in there and anyone could win. Doesn't matter if you're smart or dumb. If you get a good punch in, you can knock a nigga out. And that's why people think. Do you think Conor McGregor might get lucky and give Mayweather one of those punches?
That might happen because I'm guessing his managers are watching videos on Mayweather on his fights to try to strategize a way for McGregor to actually get a fighting chance to actually get one punch in, because this is another prediction for me. Like, I like Mayweather, but if McGregor gets one good punch in, like one good punch that can actually slow him down about it on his strategy, there's a slight chance that he might get the lead in the middle of the fight, or he might win. That's what I'm predicting.
And there you have it. Conor McGregor is going to win, according to Javi. So,
I didn't say he's gonna win. I said there's a slight chance he might win.
okay, a slight chance. So, are you going to buy the fight?
I don't got cash. I'm broke.
But would you buy the fight? $100?
If I had the money, yeah, of course, I'll buy the fight.
Okay, you're stupid. Anyways, on to the next subject.
Say what you will.
Well, there's no next subject. That's it about Conor McGregor, Mayweather. I personally think, I don't know. I think this is a lot of like dirty business behind the scenes going on. They might be doing a little story, you know. I think Mayweather and McGregor are finding a way to maximize the income they can make, and if
Popularity.
and I think, but and then again, there's egos. But I think one of my theories is McGregor wins, and there's a rematch, and they get two mega fights, two mega money deals, and that's a whole lot of money, and they get to sell that, and that will actually benefit both of the fighters because McGregor becomes hugely popular. He makes a shitload of money off his popularity, and McGregor, people start empathizing with him. People start liking him more because either that or they're gonna still hate him. But people are gonna want to see the fight because the part two because they know how big of the pride those two guys are, and that's what's interesting to me because there could be a part two, and the part two it could be as big or even bigger of a money pool for both. And the reason I think this is because Mayweather wants to make money. And the best way for him to make money is fighting. And fighting someone as an amateur like McGregor. Imagine if you're a fighter and you can make a shitload of money fighting someone that doesn't know a lot about boxing. Or you want to make some money, but you're going to have to fight someone like Pacquiao who's really good. What would you do? You would fight the amateur because you smart. Unless if you stupid and you just want to go be dumb, then go ahead and be dumb. But that's my prediction. But the reason I don't see that happening is because Mayweather's pride. He wants to stay perfect. That's one of the biggest reasons I see that. But if Mayweather puts his pride down and really is about that money, I think he'll throw this fight and they'll sell it and they'll make it look good. What you think about that?
Well, I think you're right about some of the stuff you just said, but a kind of a fighter like Pacquiao, Mayweather, he has a lot of pride about his boxing. He's really proud of what he's done with what he's gotten. Like, he's a boxer through and through, but if it's about money, I agree with you that he might actually take that chance of actually making more money. But that's something that I wouldn't like seeing, because somebody who likes boxing, and I like boxing personally. I always wanted to become a boxer, but I never had the physical capability to be a boxer.
Your dick's too big. It holds you down.
No, if my dick was that big and that long, I'll just use it for a third hand.
What the fuck? Okay. On to the next subject. What the fuck? Okay. Anyways, Mayweather, you say that, I feel where you're coming from though. You say that he respects the sport so much and that he's gone through so much which he has. You know, you don't get somewhere like where he is off of bullshit. He's made a lot of sacrifices. He is no scrub. He's very smart. He's probably one of the smartest fighters ever. He probably is because he's managed to make so much money. He is a marketing expert. He knows how to sell fights. He knows how to box, and that style that he boxes is actually one of the smartest styles ever. But it's one of the boring at the same time, and that's why he gets a lot of feedback the way he does. And to top it off, he's a big shit talker. So a shit talker who fights like that gets a lot of backfire.
Well, I believe the reason why he shit talks and it be before the fight actually happens is for him to rile up his opponent to make them want to fight him a lot more, to make the fight a lot more aggressive, and them to want to beat the shit out of him. That's what I think. Like if you're a fighter, and the only way you can get your opponent to actually give you a good fight is for them to be angry. Wouldn't you shit talk? To make more money, to draw more people in, to see that like in the thing before Pacquiao fought Mayweather. Didn't Mayweather talk shit about Pacquiao and then Pacquiao got mad? Didn't that shit happen?
You make a lot of point, and I see where you're coming from, and I think you're onto something because I think this just shows how much smarter Mayweather is. Maybe Mayweather was not a shit talker, but once he realized that shit talking makes the other guy mad, and it works to his advantage because it makes them more tired and want to punch harder. And all Mayweather had to do was defend himself and wait for them to be winded and throw those punches in and win the fights. So I see how genius of this guy really is, and
Sometimes the anger that he intutes with his with the other fighters drives them even harder to train and to when they have more fights with him. Maybe that's why some more people want to fight Pacquiao, just because if they can beat him.
you mean Mayweather?
Mayweather. If they can, and see, he wants people to be able to beat him. I'm not saying that he's wishing for one day somebody to beat him. I'm just saying that he shit talks and he does all that shit to drive other people to want to beat him because they see him as this big bad guy who talks a lot of shit. But if he looks like that to everybody else, wouldn't that make everybody else try to fight him, work harder to get to where he is, to try to make bigger fights?
You're 100% correct. But I think we're getting too deep in here. That's what she said. But final thoughts. My feelings are mixed because, like I said, I think there's some dirty business going behind there, and I think whatever is in the best interest of Mayweather will happen. So Mayweather ultimately decides whether he wins. McGregor has no say in what this whole outcome is. Mayweather decides whether he loses or he wins. That's what I think.
Unless it's his manager. If it's his manager saying that he should throw the fight to make more money, he might side with his manager because his manager is the one who's actually helping him out making the money. Because if it's a legit like thing to make more money, he might just take the side of his manager. Like you said, it might be a bigger scheme of him trying to make more money. It could be that. I'm not going to lie with you on that. I think you're hitting something on the nose with that. But there's also the recollection as that somebody might be pulling the strings behind everything else.
That's true. And then we have the McGregor side, which it's pretty interesting because
He's MMA.
He's MMA.
The both.
And oh shit, sorry. He's MMA, and he came from nothing to something.
In MMA.
And this guy is not gonna back down. He wants to make a shitload of money like Mayweather, and I'm pretty sure because he's still signed to UFC, and him and Dana White, which Dana White is owner of UFC, he approved this fight. And I know, well, I don't know, but I think Dana White is over here pushing, like, I think Dana White really believes that McGregor could beat Mayweather because if McGregor beats him,
Holy shit!
what?
I just have a thought. Maybe Medina White is trying to buy out the federalization of boxing to it, because if you know now, a lot more people's watching MMA instead of boxing. I'm guessing the reason why he's getting the best person of boxing to fight one of his people from MMA. If the MMA fighter can actually beat
A boxer?
a boxer, it'll make boxing obsolete, and everybody gonna start watching more MMA instead of boxing. That's just gonna be dying out. That's what I'm starting to think. That's my regulation that just happened when you brought up his manager and the owner of MMA.
So Dana White is the real money maker in this one, because if McGregor wins, MMA is the number one contact sport, and boxing is obsolete because Dana White is a fucking genius, and I'm pretty sure he's pulling every string he can so that McGregor, his employee, can win, and from that he'll pull a big marketing scheme, a campaign to move everybody to MMA, make boxing obsolete, and fucking destroy the fucking boxing world.
But you gotta know this. Boxing has been around for so many years. It goes back into the Romans. The Romans is the one that actually started boxing. It was the first contact sport that I can actually think of that was in the Olympics, and I'm pretty sure it still is in the Olympics, but I'm not really sure.
No, I don't think it's in the. I think it's just bullshitting shit out of your butt.
Not
Anyways,
bullshit. It's actually from Greece.
okay, sir. But we've been talking too long. This fucking episode is too long.
We're going on like 14 minutes.
14 minutes. This is part 2, because part 1 had my mom called me
and fucked up the whole entire video.
Yeah, because we're recording on the iPhone because we broke. But we do this because it's fun. We like it. It's something we like to do.
And it's good about debating.
It's
just fun to debate.
Yeah.
We've never been on the debate team because we're no nerds.
Yeah, fuck the debate team. Ain't nobody give a shit about no debate team.
But then we're gonna be senators, president.
Who the hell wants to be a president, right?
Yeah. Look at Donald Trump. He's fucking struggling.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
That dumb is fucking up the whole entire country.
Ain't nobody trying to be no president up in this bitch.
President's just gonna be fucking up everything. They'll be like, do this, do this, do this, and everything gets fucked up.
So there you have it. Episode 9, McGregor versus Conor. Wait, what the fuck? What the fuck did I say?
McGregor versus Conor is
It's one name. Conor McGregor versus Floyd Money Mayweather. The fight is out August 26th, I think. I think, yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I don't know how, because I'm not gonna buy it, but I'm gonna find a way.
I might sneak into a guy's house who bought it.
Or we might go to a sporting event like Buffalo Wild Wings or something.
Yeah, they will have it over there at the Buffalo Wild Wings.
Yeah, this is gonna be packed though.
Yeah,
but we're gonna watch it.
Hoping you will too.
We're gonna post it on our Instagrams, Twitters. We don't have Twitters.
No.
Oh, I have a Twitter.
I have a Twitter too. But
okay.
I just don't use it.
Who the fuck uses Twitter, right?
Well,
only old people.
If you look at the big ass YouTubers, they actually use their Twitter to actually contact their fans and shit.
Yeah, but now they're going over to Twitch.
Twitch is just to make more money. That's
for the money thing.
It's like streams. Streams is for like money. Twitter they use to contact their fans and to actually get their input.
Okay, so Twitter's a good contact place.
You try to get more out of that shit to connect with you guys.
So hit us up on Twitter if you're trying to contact us, because that's where you contact people.
Remember to come to my channel, Anime Podcast on YouTube. Yo nigga Javi's gonna be doing all this shit all day. I might be a nerd, but I know shit about sports too.
Yeah. So he's this is today's August 19, and he has right now one episode. But by the time tomorrow, which is August, no, I'm gonna post. We're gonna post it on Sunday, so that's today. So he's gonna have probably by the time this episode airs, there's gonna be like maybe 3 or 4 episodes on his podcast. His next episode is Superman versus Goku. That is amazing. I heard it. I'm the first person to hear it, I think. And his other episode is about his thoughts on Pokemon. And his next episode, I don't know what it's going to be about.
I
But
can tell you right, just a little preview. It's gonna be about the top anime games that I've ever played, and the ones that anybody should check out because the story's awesome. The gameplay is so, but it has a good story, and you guys should check it out. Come to my channel on episode 4 when I explain what are the best anime games to play. Peace.
so go to his channel. You heard it first here. Authentic Sports Talk. I'm your host, Anthony Munoz. And that's it for today because we've been talking for too fucking long.
And this car is fucking hot as fuck.
Yeah, we're in the fucking car. We're recording this shit in the car.
It's the best audio in the fucking neighborhood. Shit.
We have our own recording studio in here.
buy a stroller, maybe some baby food. I don't know what else.
Well, that's it. Tell us what you guys think about the fight. Leave a comment below.
Leave a like and subscribe.
Subscribe. Oh, subscribe. Subscribe.
Like, nigga.
And comment because,
Well, I don't know what the hell you guys think about
yeah,
our
what the
videos.
fuck do you think, man? Leave a fucking comment, you lazy fuck. Stop being lazy. Type on your fucking phone or your whatever you're listening on.
Stop jerking off and start typing.
Yeah. I know you're listening to us and jacking off to some porno on the side. We know.
We do the same exact
Yeah, we do the same shit. There's probably some cum in my car somewhere. Who knows? I think I jacked off on his seat.
I hope so. I'm not on top of that shit. Shit.
So comment down below. Let us know what you think about the fight. Because we know more than you. We'll educate your ass.
I'm not really sure we know more than you, but it's fun to hear us talk.
Yeah, it's fun. We like to talk to you guys, to our 6 fans.
But
But hey, 6 fans is better than none, right?
yeah, it's good. Better than
Yeah.
nothing.
So we're staying positive. We do this because we're having fun. So
It's awesome.
that's the CEN Network signing out. See you guys later, bitch.
Peace.